Yo, what's up, guys? I'm not a financial advisor. This is not a financial advice. You get the deal. All right. About the Apex sale, make sure you are checking there. Click the link in the description. If you want to use an Apex code, just use code SAVE50. Again, they're really good practice accounts. So yeah, just click that link in the description. You know what to do, baby. All right. So for this video, I'm going to go over how I use my equal highs and equal lows. Okay, and I have a lot of rules based around them, which I've recently updated a little bit, but I want to still go over them. So equal highs and equal lows, okay, are very important to me. Okay, the first thing I really look for is I look for triple equal highs or more on the 1 minute. Okay, and this is for ES. Okay, I have kind of a different rule for NQ. So for ES, what I do is I look for triple, at least 3 or more equal highs on the 1 minute, and they must be formed around market hours. Okay, so like these highs right here, they're triple equal highs, right? They're formed at 4:10, which is still fine, right? Anywhere from 4:10 to 4:15 is, or 4 o'clock to 4:15 is fine. Typically 9:30 to 4 is the best, but you can see we end up taking them out, and then what happens after we just dump. Okay, so there's equal lows right there, or equal highs right there. And the reason why on the 1 minute they have to be 3 or more is because typically, especially now, while VIX is down, okay, if you look at VIX is at 19 about, right? So VIX is below 20. It was at 15 a couple of days ago, or like, yeah, a couple of days ago. So that was just horrible. But really, when VIX is pretty low, relatively compared to the daily chart, right, 2 equal highs are not going to matter as much on ES or NQ, right? So when I see 3 or more in the 1 minute, while VIX is around 20 or near 20, I think that's like significant enough. So really what I do is I look for equal lows around from 9:30 all the way to about 4:15, or in equal highs, right? On the 1 minute, they must be 3 or more, okay? And that's my rule with kind of the 1 minute. If they're right next to each other, okay? They have to be right next to each other. But if I see equal lows in the 1 minute that aren't next to each other, but are far away from each other, then they're going to be 2. So like right here in this example, okay, if you just go to the 5 minute, okay, right here in this example, you can kind of see these in the 1 minute and 5 minute. See how these are relative equal right here? So these are more relative equal lows. They're almost to the tick. I think they're 1 tick off. So these I would consider equal lows. So when you see something like this, this is even the 5 minute, right? These are technically 1 minute, but you can see them in the 5 minute. You can see them in the 15 minute, I'm guessing, yeah. So when you see something like this, when they're really far away from each other, those are the lows and highs that put the most weight on. Why? Because there's a chance of, see on the 15 minute, these are not equal highs in the 1 minute, or on the 15 minute, and on the 5 minute, they're not equal highs, but on the 1 minute, they are equal highs, right? There's more of a chance that these are going to be formed by accident and the market won't care about them. Versus if you see something like this, this is definitely on purpose. Okay, this is definitely purposeful. This is not no accident. Okay, this is definitely no accident. And this is just not on purpose. So, or this is on purpose. So what happens with these is I put more weight on these that are far away from each other because the chances that they'll hit will be much greater. So those are the key ones I look for. But while I'm in a trade, I'll always like look for equal highs and equal lows like this. Okay, so like, for example, if we look during market hours the other day, okay, something like these. Okay, so these right here. These are 2 times equal lows. They're right next to each other in the 1 minute. Yes, they were hit, but I do not put as much weight on them. If VIX were to get well above 20, I probably would care about the double ones more. Okay, I still mark them, but I'm not. You don't really know if they're going to hit or not right away. Usually they end up hitting anyways, but usually because VIX is below 20 right now, I don't care as much about them. But when VIX kind of starts going back above 20, I'll probably care more about them. But for now, the 1 minute I just use 2 times equal, or 3 times or more equal highs and equal lows, okay? Even like right here, these are important to note, right? You can see 2 sets double and then double again. So they're kind of far away from each other. So they kind of hold a lot more weight, okay? So there's that. And then the next thing is on the 5 minute or higher. Okay, typically on the 4 minute to 3 minute and 2 minute, right? They're kind of the, I don't really check these for equal lows. I only check the 1 and then the 5, 15, 1 hour, 4 hour, 69, daily, weekly. So anywhere in the 5 or above, I only like 2 times equal lows and equal highs are enough, because on the 1 minute we know that 2 times equal highs and equal lows are hit relatively enough. Okay, so on the 5 minute, if we get 2 times equal highs or equal lows, we know that they'll probably be hold more weight than like the 1 minute. And on the 1 minute, there's not a lot of them to form, which is the reason why, right? If you look at the 5 minute, there's, I think I just said the 1 minute, I meant the 5 minute. I don't think there's a single equal low or equal high to form all the way down and up here. So there's not even any equal, oh wait, there is equal lows right here. Okay, so like right here, if I were to see this, okay, and let's say I saw this for backup right here. Okay, if I saw 5 minute equal lows right here, I really would not long. Okay, I have a rule, I don't long with equal highs or equal lows above, but they pertain to what I just said. So they have to be in the 1 minute. Well, VIX is under 20. They have to be at least 3 times or more in the 1 minute, or 2 times more in the 5 minute. So this is equal lows that you put more weight on because they're 2 minute, they're two equal lows, and they're also not in consecutive candles. Okay. Same thing with like this, right? They're 2 equal lows, they're not in consecutive candles. So the chances that this is an accident is not very likely, okay? And keep in mind, this is at 8 a.m. So this is equal lows at 8 a.m. You don't put as much weight in them, but they're still, you can kind of see they work, right? Okay, so there's that. Okay, so, and then even the 15 minute to 1 hour, the higher time frame we go, the more weight I'll put on the equal lows and equal highs. So like right here, here's an example. So I see equal highs here in the 15 minute, but I'm also I'm bearish until we hit this 1 hour sell side down here, this dotted line. And the 1 hour, I don't see these are equal highs. Okay, so these are equal highs on the 1 minute. I think I just said equal lows. I'm not sure if I did. I meant equal highs if I said equal lows. Okay, so equal highs right here. Okay, and I don't care about these because they're kind of far apart, like unless I see structure going towards them. So if I see like right here, this doesn't really look bad to long. Okay, this does not look bad to long because I know we have equal highs above right here, so maybe you could expect something like this. So unless I see structure like this going towards them, I'm not really interested in the equal highs, especially when you get like a distance away from them, right? Now, would this be against my rules to short? Yes, it would. Okay, this is totally against the rules to short because we have equal highs above. But remember what I said. This only applies during that 9:30 to 4 o'clock time because that's when we had the most volume. So those are when the equal lows and equal highs are going to be the most, hold the most weight. Okay, so really right here, I could have shorted this because I know these are not formed during market hours. But typically I'm not awake at this time. So right here you can see this works, but if this was during market hours, it would be against my rules to short this because I know we have equal highs above. Okay, so yeah, like same thing right here, we have equal highs above, but this short still works anyways. Why? Because these are not formed during market hours. There's not going to be a lot of weight on these because the volume's not that great, right? So that's just something to kind of keep or look out for, right? Depends on the time the equal lows and equal highs were created. You want them to be created during high areas of volume because that shows you there's no accident. Okay, and then the last thing to wrap it up and summarize, just remember, the equal lows not formed in consecutive candles are going to be more important versus the equal lows formed in consecutive candles. Okay, so yeah. Okay, so that's kind of my general rule on how I use equal lows and equal highs. Again, pretty straightforward. Okay, if you have any questions, just let me know in my Discord. Link is in the bio. Just join my Discord if you want. Yeah, I will be closing my premium download probably after this weekend, so make sure to join that. But yeah, if you join this video, let me know if you or leave a like, subscribe, comment, do whatever you want, and yeah, peace out.